Hare Krishna. Om Jnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishnapresthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminithi Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesa Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Nityananda Namastubhyam Premananda Pradayine Kalo Kalmashanasaya Janavapate Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratuse Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we welcome everyone for today's discussion on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So we are discussing from chapter 2 and verse number 49. It's a very important verse. Lord Krishna is instructing Arjuna, Durena hi avaram karma, buddhi yoga dhananjaya, buddho saranam anvicha, kripana palahetava. O Dhananjay, keep all abominable activities far distant by devotional service, and in that consciousness surrender unto the Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their work are misers. So, Lord Krishna is instructing Arjuna that keep yourself very safe and secure from all abominable activities. So, that is the duty of a transcendentalist. A transcendentalist is one who is serious. What is the symptom of a devotee? A transcendentalist who is serious about making progress in Krishna consciousness. The symptom of a person, we can understand who is serious about making his life means Krishna conscious. There are many who may say that I want to become a devotee, pure devotee, prema bhakti chahiye, prema bhakti chahiye. Gaur Kishore Das, I have already told this many times. I will not repeat it again. Means Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he used to tell like this. If anybody comes and says, I want to become Krishna conscious, prema bhakti chahiye. Okay, you want prema bhakti? Okay, sit down with me and chant Hare Krishna. No, I have this business, that business, वो है मेरे बेटे का शादी कराना, बेटी का वो कराना, ये सब कहाँ से आ गया? फिर प्रेमा भक्ति चाहिए था ना. हाँ, all nonsense. Anyway, but the important point is one who is actually serious about making his life perfect, wants to one who actually wants to develop full love for Krishna, or one who actually desires to get shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, then he will definitely means plan in such a manner that he may not get entangled in any kind of maya. He may not get entangled. Avaram karma, abominable activities. So either such a person must have spiritual strength to counteract all kinds of maya, or if he is at all serious, then he must take shelter of such a nice devotee association by which he can get the inspiration, instructions, knowledge, how to mold his life in such a way that he may not fall down back to Maya. So then he will very eagerly means follow the instructions of the spiritual master, acharyas, whatever our acharyas have said, have given to us, we will follow. Srila Prabhupada, like Srila Prabhupada said, that without compromise, we must chant our 16 rounds, good round, not just chant counting. Okay, we encourage devotees that anyway, even if in your life, sometimes it may so happen that because of because you become so busy, but even in such a situation also, the duty of a devotee is that he should arrange his life in such a manner that in the beginning hours of his day, he must complete his 16 rounds. That's why this is very important. Any material work, anything may come in our life, but this morning program, especially 4:30 to 6:37 o'clock, these are always available with you. You can always utilize it and chant, complete your rounds, even if you are busy 18 hours, 20 hours on. That does not matter. But one must be serious about this. But sometimes it may so happen that some, because exceptional cases, so you complete your at least counting. But 16 rounds must be there. But actual progress one can realize if one follows the instruction of acharyas, that one must attentively chant the holy name of Krishna. Good chanting. When we are chanting holy name of Krishna, at that time we should not get deviated and for doing anything else. And we should make this is one of the symptom of a person who is actually serious in his spiritual life, or who is actually making progress in spiritual life. He becomes he takes very serious to his chanting of the holy name of the Lord. One becomes a devotee, becomes very serious about chanting the holy name. That is the one test. And another test is that he will not even give a slightest loophole or slightest opportunity for Maya to come and enter into his heart, in his life, so that by which he may fall down, by which there may be some risk in breaking the regulatory principles. This following of regulatory principles is also at the two level. One is gross level, grossly, and that second is subtle level. Grossly, we have been prescribed to follow these regulatory principles: no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. But at certain level also these principles have to be applied. Gambling, just like gambling, no gambling. Of course, devotees, they do not go and gamble, but also they should not work in such a profession where there is high level of chances of means uncertain income. The source of income is uncertain, and there are probability or chances that you may enter into gambling. So that also comes into gambling. And similarly, this meat eating and intoxication. So a serious devotee is expected to give up all kind of meat eating, fish, eggs, and including onion, garlic, tea, and coffee. This also, and not only that, uh, this meat eating and intoxication, which is related to eating and drinking. So a devotee is very careful not to eat anything which is not offered to Krishna. And not only that, a serious devotee, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur recommends. Of course, that is very high level. We may not be able to follow that, but at least we should try our best that we offer whatever we get, we should offer it to Krishna and then eat. But a pure devotee, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, a pure devotee should not even eat Krishna Prasadam, also offered by non-devotees, or offered by those who are not pure devotees. Pure devotee must eat Krishna Prasadam offered by a pure devotee. So who is a pure devotee? Pure devotee means if somebody has good intention, serious in bhakti, and he is initiated, he is chanting, he has deities at home, he is offering. So that is the standard. But he also says one should eat who is chanting 64 rounds. But because we are following Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada said, at least initiation means at least one should chant 16 rounds and follow four regulative principles. So anybody who is following four regulative principles, chanting 16 rounds, and has a good intention for progressing in Krishna consciousness, so they are the proper candidate. In by them also a devotee can eat. So this is the eating and illicit sex also. There is no question of physically having illicit connection with anybody, but also the thought and contemplation at the level of mind should also be given up. That is the meaning of durena hi avaram karma. Yesterday we discussed about this. Durena means one should reject the thoughts of sense gratification from great distance. Great distance means when it is coming in the mind, one should be able to discard it from the mind. One may say that I am not at all powerful. Okay, you may not be powerful, but then take the help of a powerful. Who is most powerful? Devotees are most powerful, and so pure devotees, and the Supreme Lord Krishna is most powerful. So if you take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, then you can get the strength, special strength by which you can discard all kinds of abominable activities nonsense activities, even at the level of mind. That is quite possible. It may be very difficult in the beginning stage, but it is not an impossible thing. It can be done. And it is also not that this stage can be realized only after liberation or only after a long period of practice of spiritual life. Of course, in the process path of jnana, karma yoga and jnana yoga, and up to even dhyana yoga. These three processes, karma, jnana, and dhyana. In these processes, one has to undergo a long period of practice of austerities, penances, and some kind of religious practices in order to come to the level of fully controlling one's senses. Just like we see in the example of the life of Vishwamitra Muni. So Vishwamitra Muni, he did this. He was fully determined, but it took him many thousands and thousands of years. First of all, when he wanted to become a Brahmin, so he started doing tapasya. But again, during when he was performing, he was very clear about it that I want to become a Brahmin. Brahman, in order to become a Brahmin, I have to control my urges of the senses. I have to overcome all lusty desires, all anger, all envy, all these things. So he knew all these things, but still, when he was executing the austerities, the two times he became angry. One time he even cursed his own sons. He cursed his own sons to become stones for 10,000 years. Later on, he realized what I did. Oh, I became angry. Another time, then he started practicing austerity, and he was seduced by Menaka. Menaka came, and he got entangled, and he lived with her for 10 years. After that, he realized, oh, I got entangled into lust. Then he immediately gave up and left the place and started doing austerities again for next 1,000 years. He did. Just imagine 1,000 years, huh? Not the 1,000 days, 1,000 days, 1,000 years he did, and still he was not fully capable of controlling all the senses. Again, means Rambha came. So of course this time he did not get entangled into lust, but he became very angry that she has come to seduce me, and he could not control his anger and cursed her. So in this way, this is also this uncontrol of the senses. He could not control the senses. Again, he realized, oh, I did the mistake. Why did I curse her? That was not her mistake. It is my duty to protect myself. I should have just left her. I should have not talked with her. I should not have any association. Why should I become angry upon her? Because she is just a medium. She was sent by Indra. What business I have got to? My business is clear. I am practicing austerity, brahmacharya. So it is my duty not to have any association with women. So he later on he realized, but on the spot he cursed. So then again he started doing tapasya, austerity for next 1,000 years. So this time when he started doing, now he's achieved control over his mind and senses completely. He could control lust, anger, everything. And now the demigods and nobody could check him. And then he even removed, he got came to the stage of self-control to the level of controlling the senses at the level of mind also. Then he became a perfect Brahman. And after that, when actually he meets Lord Ramchandra and serves Lord Ramchandra, then he becomes a pure Vaishnava, completely 100% pure Vaishnava. So we can see this example. This is very nice. We just discussed few days back Ram Katha. The Ram Katha is very interesting. Vishwamitra section is going. It is not completed. So similarly, this Vishwamitra, he was doing it, trying to control his mind and senses through Ashtanga Yoga, through austerities. That's why it took him long time. But we are very fortunate. We have been given direct method of Krishna consciousness, and especially we are fortunate that we have Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, who are the most merciful incarnation of this age, Lord. Samavatar Sara Siromani. Of all the incarnations, these two, Gaur Nitai, Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya, they are Sara Siromani, essence of all the incarnations. Or, in other words, we can say Siromani means the crest crest jewel of all the incarnation. They are the jewel incarnation. If you make all the incarnations a garland, uh, garland, then the middle crest jewel, that is crest jewel of all the incarnation. That means they carry the mercy of all other incarnations. So they are very, very merciful. So anybody who can take shelter of such a merciful Lord and become very serious in executing their instructions under the guidance of one of his spiritual master, following the four daily principles very strictly, chanting the holy name of Krishna, and be very, in this way, be very pure. In one of the lecture, Prabhupada says, you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra at least 16 rounds minimum, and follow four regulative principles very strictly, eat only Krishna Prasadam, live in the association of devotees, and in this way, be very pure. And next life, just go back home, back to Godhead. Finish the business immediately. This is what Prabhupada said in one lecture. So that is our business. This is what is expected from us to do. Being the follower of Srila Prabhupada, this is our duty to follow what he has instructed us. So in the beginning, it may be very difficult to control mind and senses completely. Uh, at the gross level, it is possible, but subtle level, it may be very difficult. But it is not impossible, and it will not take much time if anybody who can just follow this principle of trying his best to remain 24 hours Krishna conscious. If anybody can come to this stage of trying his best, not actually becoming 24-hour Krishna conscious, but one who is trying his best to become 24-hour Krishna conscious, then within few months or at least or at the most within few years, he will be able to control his mind and senses completely at the subtle level also. He will be able to remove all kinds of nasty material desires from his mind also. This process of Krishna consciousness is so powerful. The only thing is that we have to develop intense desire. Intense desire. Tatra lolyam api ekala mulyam. Srila Rupa Goswami also said the same thing. And the only price which we have to pay is lolyam. But lolyam, how this lolyam will come? The first step of lolyam is that to have this faith, strong faith in the process of Krishna consciousness. A strong faith in the words of his spiritual master, a strong faith what Srila Prabhupada has given us, a strong faith in the spiritual master's words and instructions, and then desire that I want to achieve this platform. So combined together these two things, then one will naturally take within his heart the instructions imparted by bona fide spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, whatever instruction he has given us, he will take to his heart. So immediately, he will develop so much faith, then he cannot act in a wrong manner. That is not possible. So as one makes his spiritual advancement, the strength, I was just reading the one quote of our Guru Maharaj. He very clearly he says, the strength to say no to Maya, even at the level of mind, subtle desires also, the strength comes by following the instructions of his spiritual master. If one can follow the instruction and follow this path of Krishna consciousness, it is very powerful. It's very, very powerful. Uh, the perfectional stage which was achieved earlier in those ages after executing so what you say severe penances, severe kind of austerities for thousands of years, the same kind of perfection a devotee in Krishna consciousness movement can get within few years, but he has to become a serious. Just like Vishwamitra Muni, he became very serious in his austerities. He performed great, severe austerities. So, of course, we cannot imitate to perform austerities like him. What kind of austerities he was performing? At the last 1,000 years, when he after which he got complete perfection, he became a perfect Brahman. So, in last these 1,000 years, he when he stopped breathing. Even he stopped breathing, standing on his two legs like this, raising his hands He was just completely in trance, meditating for 1,000 years. Just imagine. We cannot do such austerity. But we have very wonderful austerity. What is that? You get up early in the morning and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, attend Mangalarti, dance in front of the Lord, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, attend Bhagavatam class, then whole day you go on serving Krishna, chanting about Krishna or hearing about Krishna, and in this way, and take prasadam, whatever is required. And in this way, when night comes, you sleep for 4, 5, 6 hours, whatever is required for your body. Then again next day you continue the same thing, same schedule. So simple. In this way, anybody, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, anybody as fallen as myself can also come to the platform of becoming 24 hours Krishna conscious. It's so easy, simple, and sublime process. The only thing is that we have to become little determined, or we have to just accept, especially for those who are young boys, Prabhujis, they have such a wonderful, nice opportunity. They can just leave everything and come and join such a nice, wonderful atmosphere. Become 24 hours Krishna consciousness is not at all difficult thing. It's very practical, very simple. Anybody can become. It's not at all difficult thing. I'm personally experiencing it. You can see. I've not come from Vaikuntha or heavenly planets. I was also like all of you sitting here. When I started chanting in the beginning days, so at that time when I was chanting, that time it was difficult for me also even to chant 4 rounds, 8 rounds. I was also getting sleep. Oh, बहुत जप कर लिया किसी दिन शुरू में 8 वाला जप कर लिया आज तो बहुत जप हो गया हाँ ऐसा था so even when I was not in means ashram so 2 hours 3 hours 4 hours of Krishna consciousness was also too much for me but just see as soon as I joined, I came in the association of devotees. It became so easy. Rise early in the morning, 3:30, and then start chanting, 4:30 Mangala Aarti, then go for dressing, then come back and chant Hare Krishna Mantra, attend Guru Puja, then give Bhagavatam class, then attend Bhagavatam class, then give another one more class, and then drink some chach, a juice, one glass, and then go on chanting till 12:30 or 1 o'clock. By this time, I'm able to finish my 64 rounds and then take some prasadam. And after prasadam, then again, I have 45 minutes, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra again. And then 2 o'clock, Gaur Katha, 2 to 3:30 again. And then after 3:30, again, I start chanting Hare Krishna. Sometimes then I feel tired. Okay, go to bed and take some rest, 1 hour, no problem. And then again get up, chant Hare Krishna, and or you can do some services and then again class 6:45 again started until 10:30 finish and then some devotees are there question answer 11:30 then go to bed and sleep again 3:30 in the morning the same schedule such a nice wonderful schedule very good very nice na perfect so not required personal qualification not required even if somebody is utterly disqualified, he can just fit himself to this such a nice, wonderful schedule given by Srila Prabhupada. That is the advantage of taking shelter of a great devotee. If you take shelter of a perfectly great devotee, then your business is finished. You are done with this material existence. So simple. Anyway, दूरे नहीं कर we got not distracted, but this verse we already discussed 3 4 days. But this is very important. Durena Yavaram Karma. Lord Krishna is telling by some or other one must manage how he can remain, how he can make himself completely pure and protected from all kinds of abominable activities. Always remember, this is our personal responsibility. The devotees, senior devotees, spiritual masters, Srila Prabhupada, and the Lord Himself also, they can help us, they can give us instructions. But this is our personal responsibility to keep ourselves protected from all kind of Maya. This we have to do. Help we can take, but this is our duty. We have to do, and we have to plan in such a way that in what should I do in what atmosphere, what association I should live, so that I can always remain protected and remain very aloof from all kind of Maya. This is our personal responsibility. Okay. Thank you very much. Time is done. We'll stop here.